Numbers, as usual, coming today during the City County Health Department's daily news briefing, where leaders of the local COVID task force said the daily increases are putting tremendous pressure on our local hospitals. Hospitalizations in Nueces County due to the virus have been hovering at around 30 people up until just last week. But again, 185 are currently in the hospital. That's the highest number to date. Nueces County has 6,000 nurses in all. That's twice the number of people who work at the Corpus Christi Army Depot.
The COVID emergency that we have, been experiencing, really planning, preparing in March, April, and now, unfortunately, we're seeing a tremendous surge that really is not sustainable if you, the public, can't help us out.
Experts agree the latest orders just issued by both Governor Abbott and Nueces County Judge Barbara Canales mandating face coverings and limiting large gatherings is the best way to stop the spread of the virus. And while they agree the measures are helpful, they caution the orders will only be effective if people take them seriously.